What's up, everybody? This is Ben with another crypto update, and this is going to be more than a quickie. Um, Not too long, but I thought it'd be a good idea to talk a little more about the double bottom concept because a lot of people are saying these words right now, including myself. And in case you didn't know exactly what that meant or technically how we would want to see that play out, I figured I'd give you just a quick little lesson on what that is and then take kind of a little deeper dive into the H bar chart itself, just to kind of see what that's looking like. So, this is the daily. This is H bar chart, but there are many, many coins we could look at right now that are kind of in the same position. So, a double bottom is a reversal pattern, which is good. It is a bullish pattern because you cannot get a double bottom until you have a first bottom, which is a result of a drop or a dump or a correction or whatever you want to call it, right? So here's our first right here. And then here's our second double bottom here. Now, they also call this the W because it a lot of times will result in a reversal, which would mean an uptrend from a downtrend. But there's a lot of things that has to play out in order for that to actually happen. So one is you have to have a double bottom, which we do. And I really like H bars because the right side is a little bit higher than the left, and it's also sitting right on the 50 as a base, which I think is good. The other thing you need is kind of a clear middle to your W, if that makes sense, which we have on this chart as well. It's very obvious here. And then when you pick the top, you kind of want to pick, you don't, I wouldn't pick this because there's nothing really, back over here to kind of declare this as like a real area. I would kind of pick this area because of how many days of action we had right here on this line around 42, 43 cents. So I'm going to claim that as our top. So for the W, I'd come down, I meet the middle, right? And then we have our next next bottom, which makes us a double bottom. Now, what happens after that is the more important part. So from here, what we need to do is see a reaction in the price that would get us back above our middle line. Sorry, that's a little crooked. Our middle line here. That's what we're looking for. So anything other than that, if we get rejected here, we may just kind of flag out for a little bit, which is actually a continuation pattern and could lead to another trip down to a lower level of support, and they break up too as well. So not as ideal, right? Not as easy to limit your risk, I should say. So that's what we're looking for right here. We have our middle, we have our nice drop, we tested that middle, we came down again, and now we're in a world where we want to see this thing break above this middle line here. And that doesn't have to happen in one candle. It could be 2 or 3 days. I mean, look at this one. It came down 1, 2. It took us 3 days right here to make this leg. So it could be over a course of days for this to happen. I wouldn't be afraid if it kind of hit here and bounced back down just a little bit, as long as we push through. So that would be step number 1. Step number 2, we make a middle. Step number 3, our other bottom holds. Step number 4, we break this middle line here. And that's kind of where we're at right now with this double bottom, and that's where a lot of coins are at. They're on this double bottom, and we're waiting to see if they can break the middle line. The step after that would be to kind of come up to the top of our other line here that started it all, right? Right in that world. And we either blow through and recheck a level, or I love for us to get rejected here and come back down to retest this middle line again. That to me creates the move up and then a final retest of the top of our W. That to me is a perfect double bottom scenario and a complete turnaround, a complete change in the direction, right? Now, please remember, don't get me wrong, our overall direction is up. But in the middle of this up, we have all kinds of little things happening and going on, right? Just like when this was going down, we had all kinds of little things happening in here. So we're going to have the same thing on the way up. So as we, oops, sorry about that. As we watch this double bottom play out, again, we're watching for a break of this level, which just happens to be right here at our resistance line that we have drawn and we've had there forever. We really want to see this get some really nice price action off this 50, bounce above, come recheck our middle area again, push through, recheck the top of our W, and then go. That's best case scenario. So that's how a double bottom plays out. One thing I don't really like right now is the volume isn't great. We are ticking down here and we haven't really shown anything over the last couple of days. So we're going to need some volume to make this push up here. If you want to look at some other coins, Algo is kind of in the same position. It's in a little weirder double bottom, but it is still the same. You can find a top. You can find a middle. Here's our double bottom. We want to push through, retap that middle, go up, retap the top, and then continuation up. Let's see, VET, look, same thing. There's so many coins that are in this position right now. Let's go to the Ethereum. Look, same thing, right? You want to see it hit the middle, go up, hit the top, and go. Bitcoin, look at that. You can't get any more clean than that. You want to come up, retest this middle here, push up, retest this top here, and then push through into Wild Wild West, and who knows what happens once we get up there, right? Let's look at one. Now one's a little different. One said screw the double bottom, and it is kind of pulling this V recovery, V rehearsal, whatever you want to call it, and it's actually looking really, really good. It's putting in this giant cup just like HBAR and a lot of other coins, and it's following just this standard handle pattern and not the double bottom pattern. Its MACD looks really good. RSI is starting to turn up, it's starting to turn green. Volume is looking good, unlike HBAR, what I just talked about. So all these things come into play on the double bottom. So when people are talking double bottom, when I say double bottom, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for not just a double bottom. That doesn't mean much of anything, but it's what happens because of it. So a push through, hit back to the middle, a push up, back to the top. All these lines are important in this structure to really create enough momentum to push us up and break where we were before. So a lot of things to look at, but you can put that on your chart and kind of watch and see how these things break. And overall, I know you guys are HBAR fanatics. I guess I am too, because it's the largest position I hold. But I would draw in this line if you haven't. I mean, I drew this in back in February when this wicked down here. I drew this line from here to here, and then I remember I even did a video. I said I'm just going to extend this out into the future and kind of see what happens. And so I did that way out into this black hole of nothingness. And sure enough, you come all the way up here and you think, man, we're so far above it. There's no way we're ever going to interact with that again. But months later, here we are. Tried to hold multiple times all through here, right? All through here, fell through. Then it's resistance, 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 resistance. Played with it again here for a week. And now we have blew through it and come back down, and then now guess what? Look where we are right now. We're sitting just on it again. So I think it's a valid line to draw on your charts and watch that diagonal uptrend, and then to also see how it kind of interacts with this double bottom here. Maybe we come up a little bit and recheck before we make this double bottom really happen. A lot of stuff up in the air right now. I feel very bullish, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that could also, I don't want to be a bear here, but you have to look at this stuff logically. So if double bottoms don't play out, they almost, I won't say almost, they typically and can turn into a double top. For instance, if this double bottom comes to here and gets rejected here and starts to come back down, then we have the exact opposite, which is a double top, and it's just a continuation of what's happening, right? And then you have to hope that on this next drop, we get a real double bottom that makes the correction go the other way. So, bunch of things to watch for. I'm still very excited about what's going on. I like HBAR. I really like Algo. I like One. Ethereum's looking really good. Even like Raven, VET, all these VTHO. Everything's kind of like on the balance right now, and a lot of people are watching this double bottom, seeing if it'll play out or not. I kind of think it will, just because of the momentum that we have going on, like we talked about before. We have this big momentum. Things are getting bought up when they jump down into these levels. It's getting bought up. When it drops down, it's getting bought up. So that's where I'm leading. But I thought I would just give you a better explanation of kind of what the double bottom is and what you can watch for and start drawing your charts as well. So hopefully that helps. Have a good day. I'm going to watch football pretty much all day with my kids and my wife and just kind of hang out. You guys should take a break from the charts if you need to, and just go do something else. Walk away from it for a bit. All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.